What's going on, everybody? KSA Kris here, Real Estate Blitz. Want to do a quick video. Hold on, I'm gonna close my door. Want to do a quick video. And I do different things, and I think today I'm gonna talk a little bit about um, military, and I'm not saying and I see stuff on forums all the time, or different comedians or whatnot, and they're like, oh well, the military, they get this, they get that, and I don't want to get into the uh, political stances or personal beliefs at all. I just want to talk about some truths based off of a scenario that I'm dealing with right now. It actually came up this morning. So I'll give you the scenario. There's an escrow company out in this area in Temecula, California. And I get a phone call from our client. We're in escrow, different escrow company. And long story short, there was a previous escrow, and while they were in escrow, they had to provide their um, they had to provide the power of attorney. So the husband, by the way, this is a family, a husband, wife, and they have 7 kids. 7 kids were selling their house. Their intent is to move to Arizona. Their intent is to start a new chapter in their life with their 7 children. Their intent is to actually save more money. This guy was an active duty military member. He got out, became a civilian contractor, and he is deployed in Iraq again. He just has been back because of the specific job that he does. So this guy, they do a power of attorney before he takes off, and they need the original to go into escrow so she can actually do all the work and get the house closed. It's a specific to the property. So, long story short, end up not using that escrow company, go to a different escrow company in escrow, and they will not release her original power of attorney. The new escrow company cannot take a copy, and we request the power of attorney, and they refuse to release the power of attorney, stating liability issues. Now the new escrow company says we will take on all liability. We have no issues. We'll assign and do whatever we need to do. However, we're here to do whatever we can to take care of this lady and her 7 kids since her husband is deployed to Iraq. Um, the husband, they basically say, well, what's the big deal? Just go to the embassy. Just go to the embassy and do a new power of attorney. We're not going to release it unless you use our escrow company. Now, here's the challenge. If you've never been to Iraq or Afghanistan, it's not like you can just jump in a car and drive down to the local embassy. It doesn't work that way, especially when he just got in a theater. There's a lot that's going on. He literally just got the theater. And yes, when he had to give them a call, because he dealt with the escrow directly, he was pissed off. So, because he was pissed off and he called trying to sort this out with that escrow company, um, they got butthurt and decided that they made a threat and said, well, we're just going to cancel all of it and we're going to shred your original document. And I'm just floored. So I drove over there, uh, said my piece, and kind of went from there. And I'm at a loss. So this is what I would say: if you're a real estate agent and or you're an escrow company or a lender or anything in real estate, and you've never served in the military, please don't presume that you understand what it means to be in combat. Please don't presume that you understand how easy it is to just do something. And I would just ask that you try to do the right thing by somebody and help them when to them they're like, well, what's the big deal? Just go there. Oh, well, that's not how that works. And I'm like, and I asked the lady, I says, have you ever deployed? Because I know I have many times to Iraq and Afghanistan, and I know exactly how it works, and I know what base he's on. Um, it's easy to minimize what somebody does, and then she says, well, he's a civilian. What's the big deal? He's not military. These are still Americans that are going over and standing and holding the good fight for those of us so we can continue to go to In-N-Out Burger for lunch, so we can uh, take a hot shower, so we can actually go into a private restroom and go to the bathroom without flies swarming on us while what's happening. I could keep going. When you can go home and see your loved ones at any given time or ignore them because you choose to. When somebody, man, woman, anybody, goes and takes makes the decision to go into a war zone, whether they're pulling triggers or even not pulling triggers, even the individuals that are not pulling triggers, when you're out on a fob or you're in a any type of base, um, whether there's IDF indirect fire, whether there's you're surrounded by people that don't like you, don't want you there, and that want to kill you. And to minimize what they're doing is disgusting to me. To go out of your way, out of personal pride and greed, to not help that individual is appalling. And I would just ask that if you're watching this, just try to do the best you can to do right by individuals that can't. Uh, they just need help. I can't. I have a hard time believing that grown adults can't find a way to help this family out. And here's the thing: this is just one scenario. I'm another one that I'm dealing with a different guy, Cal Vet. I mean, it's appalling to me, um, how some people can't wrap their heads around situations and scenarios like this and say, let's do the best we can. Let's not make it personal. Let's not make it about greed or money. Let's just do the best we can to take care of these Americans, um, that just need help. And I would even say, take it a step past even uh, combat and the military or civilian contractors. How about just human beings, man? We would have less infighting on politics and some of the other stuff, especially in the real estate community, if we just try to just take care of people. Let's just do the best we can. That's all I'm asking, I guess. I'm so freaking pissed and so frustrated by this, and I'm hoping they'll do right by our clients. I have a strong feeling they won't because they said what they said. But if they don't, I hate threatening people. But I told him, I says, look, just so you know, I will do everything I can to come after you, whatever's in my means, to let everybody know how horrible you are and how greedy you are, and how disgusting you are. So, anyways, that's all I got today. I know it's not my typical, but like I said, let's just try to do the best we can by everybody. All right. So be good, and I'll talk at you all later. Bye.